Yo, what up, my dudes? I think it's about time we came in here and talked about this whole Jett Lawrence perfect season kind of thing that's been going around, okay? So, first of all, the real talking Spency boy got to set this shit straight because I think there is a lot of you guys out there that are very confused at what's actually going on here, especially the more hardcore Jett Lawrence fanboys out there. All right, and lucky for you, I'm the best in the business at slapping you back into reality, and that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. But listen to what I'm saying. I fucking promise you, had Tomac or Chase Sexton, either one of them, it wouldn't even have had to have been both of them, but had either one of those guys been out there for every round of the 2023 Pro Motocross Championship, there is absolutely no way in hell that Jett Lawrence would have been able to get a perfect season. There's no way. There is absolutely no way, bro. So, you see how it's circumstantial, the fact that we're even talking about the possibility of Jett Lawrence getting this perfect season, and he still hasn't even done it yet. But I'm just saying, had half the damn field not been out of there, it wouldn't even have been a conversation. You wouldn't even have been talking about it. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there, especially like I'm saying, the more Jett Lawrence super fanboys, and I'm a fan of Jett Lawrence, by the way. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. You know, it's hard to get a perfect season regardless of who's out there, but I'm just saying you're an absolute fool if you're saying things like, oh, well, Jett would have got this perfect season anyways, regardless of who would have been out there, or he's just the best guy on a 450 period at motocross right now, bro. No. Did you see what Ken Roczen was able to do? Basically coming straight off of the couch, his first pro motocross race with that particular Suzuki team, he was able to run with Jett. Now, obviously, yeah, he wasn't able to beat Jett, but I'm just saying you could see how much different the competition level felt just having somebody out there at the caliber of like a Ken Roczen, which is a previous 450 motocross champion. You see how different it looked, him against Jett. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's making Jett look like he is so much on a higher level than anybody else out there. You know, people talking about, well, Jett is just so amazing. Oh my God, bro. You know, nobody can touch him, bro. He's not even trying and nobody can touch him, bro. Gee, I wonder why, dude. Yeah, there's no Tomac, no Sexton, no Barsha, no Anderson, no Christian Craig. We barely even have Ken Roczen out there, bruh. Like, all I'm saying with this video is you just have to look at the circumstances around why the results are the way that they are. I feel like a lot of people out there, all they do is look at the results. You know, if somebody's getting a perfect season, well, he's just that good, bro. Or if somebody's finishing, you know, a certain position or whatever, like if you have some sort of totally privateer dude that's all of a sudden in the top 5 or in like a podium position or whatever, yeah, there's a reason for that, dog. There's like 7 factory dudes out right now. Hello? Like, I swear to God, I feel like it's like some of you boys just think that it's just that person's skill is the reason why they're getting these certain results. Bruh, come on now. Some of you boys are going to have to, I don't know what the hell. It's just like you're not even thinking about it logically at all. But there's a reason why it looks like these certain riders are so much better than they really are at this point. And I'm not saying Jett Lawrence isn't good. He's still really good. Like, he's still amazing. He's still all that kind of shit. But I'm just telling you, like, with there being so many people out in the 450 class right now, it's making everybody look better than what they really are. Like, Cianciarulo would have had a real hard time getting on the podium had there been all the boys out there. I'm just telling you right now, he would have had a lot harder time of doing that. And like Masterpool and some of these other guys that are getting like up in this, top 5 podium sort of position, they would have had way harder of a time doing that. Had you had Barcia, Sexton, Tomac, Anderson, all them boys out there, they just wouldn't have been able to have done that. So you have to keep all that shit in mind. And it's the exact same way when we start talking about this perfect season thing with Jett Lawrence. He wouldn't have been able to do that at all had there been that, super elite level of dudes like a Tomac or a Chase Sexton or somebody like that out there, and even when Sexton was there in the very first round, you saw how close he was to Jett Lawrence. And that was Jett Lawrence's best track. He had never lost there on a 250. Like, bro, I'm just saying, some of y'all boys are off your absolute rocker if you think that the reason why Jett Lawrence is getting a perfect season is just because of his skills and just because of how good he is on the bike and how good he is on a 450. No. It's because of the absolute total lack of competition out there right now. That's the reason. That's it, man. Now it gets into the conversation of, can Jett Lawrence get this perfect season, even saying all that? I think it's really going to depend on how many rounds that Chase Sexton is able to race this year, how many rounds that, Ken Roczen decides to race this year. That's going to be everything to whether or not Jett Lawrence is going to be able to get this perfect season. If Roczen was not going to be there at all and Chase Sexton was not going to be there for any more rounds, I'd say it's in the bag. Like, Jett Lawrence has it in the absolute bag. But I don't think it's in the absolute bag if those boys race more than like 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So it is all circumstantial on when the fast competition and how many rounds they race when they come back. That's going to make all the difference in the world on whether or not Jett's going to be able to get this perfect season. Now, he's not going to be able to do the 24-0 like back in the Carmichael Stewart days because they're running 1 round less, right? So he's technically got a little bit better odds of being able to do it because it's obviously 1 round less to have to go out there and potentially have a mistake in one of the motos or whatever. But I just don't even think you're seeing that next level of competition right now. You're not seeing, how far ahead Tomac and Sexton were from the rest of the field in the majority of the motos last year. So obviously you take those 2 guys away and it's like, yeah, I think that Jett could have ran with that same kind of level as like a Tomac and a Sexton from last year, but he certainly wouldn't have been in the running of getting a perfect season this year had them boys been there. You see what I'm saying? There's just no way. Like, I still think he would have had a chance of winning the championship and all that kind of stuff, but it wouldn't have looked like it does right now. You see what I'm saying? It just wouldn't have seemed like Jett was as crazy, way above everybody's level and all that type of shit like it seems like he is right now. It just wouldn't have been that same kind of vibe. You see what I'm saying? So, again, like I'm saying, not trying to take anything away from Jett. He's doing great. First 450 championship. He's doing it, dog. But, like, I just don't think you're really seeing that full-blown competition level right now. And that is the reason why you're seeing, oh my God, a perfect season, Jett's first 450 season. That's why it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. But yeah, I just think a lot of people, they get so tricked up especially when they're a super fan of that particular rider. You know, they're not going to take any of that circumstantial shit into account. They're just going to act like Jett is just that good. You know, well, yeah, I think Jett took the crown on the best 450 rider in the world or some shit. Like, I've seen some comments and stuff like that. It's like, bruh, settle the fuck down, bruh. Settle down, brother. Like, I mean, yeah, he's one of the best, but I would not jump the gun to be saying he is the absolute best in the world right now on a 450. I would not say that. Like, I just wouldn't say something crazy like that, you know? So, anyways, I just want people to get their logic back in their head a little bit, realize the reasons behind why these certain results are happening like they are, and that's it. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think it's a lot more, you know, possible and logical for Jett to get that perfect season now. There was a lot of people thinking Jett was going to get the perfect season before the motocross season even started, before they even knew that Sexton wasn't going to be there. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and I remember saying in some of my previous videos, like, it would have to take something crazy happening to Sexton where he missed a bunch of the rounds for Jett to be able to get that perfect season. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what has happened here. But I even think if, like, Sexton can just come back for a couple of rounds, it's going to put way more pressure on Jett. It's going to be way more difficult for Jett to get that perfect season. So, anyways, guys, you know, Spency Boy just got to come out here and speak the truth a little bit. And again, the real ones know that I'm not trying to take anything away. Sometimes you gotta speak the truth about certain things, and that's all it is, man. Like, are you really gonna sit here and debate me about this? Come on, bro. Come on now. Come on now. So, anyways, yeah, bro, that's about it for this video. I'll see you boys on that next one. Later, dudes.